Okay, so welcome to October 12th, 2023 regular meeting of Human Services Advisory Board. I'm calling the meeting to order at 6:09 p.m. Thank you all for attending. First order of business is the roll call. I'm gonna call the roll for the record of the board members' attendance. Yancy Arevalo.
Present.
Clayton Carlisle.
Here.
Sharif Garcia is here. Monica Gonzalez will not be attending today. Joanne Parsons. Looks like it's not available at the moment. Gloria Quinn will not be able to attend. Courtney Welch.
Here.
And then Mariana Zamora will not be able to attend. So we do have 4 out of 7, so we do have a quorum. We can go ahead and get started. Item number 3, citizen comment period. Carol, is anybody in person, online, or on the phone speaking for citizens' comments?
No.
No, okay. The minutes are still not yet available for September, October, so we will approve meetings that are at a later meeting. We'll now move on to presentations. We're going to receive a 5-minute presentation by each applicant agency for each program. It was listed on this evening's agenda. Each agency will receive a 30-second warning as the 5-minute time limit is approaching, but the time limit is a little bit flexible. Each presentation is followed by a 10-minute question and answer session between board members and the agency regarding the program or application. Members of the public are welcome to listen to the presentation, but will not take part in the discussion or the question and answer period. Each program will receive 15 minutes total for presentation, question, and answer. As a voting member of the board, I'm going to devote attention to the presentations and discussions also. So staff will introduce the presenters and keep track of time, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Carol, go ahead with the first presentation.
Okay, our first presentation is Combined Community Action, and they do a Meals on Wheels Rural Capital Area program. And presenting tonight is Kelly Frankie. So Kelly, you can go ahead.
Great, thank you for having me tonight. My name is Kelly Frankie. I'm the Executive Director with Combined Community Action, Meals on Wheels Rural Capital Area. And we serve older adults in the city of San Marcos at 3 sites. One of the sites is Allenwood Housing Authority, the La Vista Apartments, and the San Marcos Senior Center. And so in 2022, we served 395 older adults in the city of San Marcos with just under 41,000 meals. One of the things that the Capital Area Planning Council in Austin reports is that food insecurity is one of the #1 issues in the San Marcos region. And the need for meals increases every day because of inflation and the food costs that older adults struggle with. We serve any adult that's 60 years of age or older, and we do serve some that are under 60 years of age that are on Medicaid and are disabled. The funds that we're requesting from the city of San Marcos will be used to purchase the actual food and the meals to provide to the older adults in San Marcos. We conducted a recent surveys of our Meals on Wheels clients, and 64% of them reported that they cannot cook for themselves. 70% said that they are unable to go to the store alone. 67% reported that they do not have enough money to buy food or healthy food. And 94% reported that their nutritional health had improved with the meals. There was several comments that our older adults made in those surveys about how if they, hang on just a minute. All right, I'm at home, so I had to tell somebody to be quiet. Anyway, so some of the comments they made were that they cannot afford to buy the food because they have to buy prescriptions. They can't cook the meals. They're unable to cook because they forget to turn off the stove or they're on a walker. There was a lot of comments about how they can't afford any food, or if they didn't have the meals, they would do without food. So with the funding you provide, we're able to continue to serve everyone that asks for a meal in San Marcos that qualifies. And we also have a great group of volunteers. Currently, we have 228 volunteers that have provided 1,200 hours of service this program year in the first 6 months of this year. And the volunteers, not only provide the meal, but they provide that friendly face. It's more than just a meal. They're able to check on our clients and make sure that they're physically and mentally okay. If they find anything that looks amiss, they will report back to our site managers in San Marcos, who can then check on the client themselves or call their emergency contacts. We will not have a waiting list. We continue, like I said, to serve as many clients as we can. And I just recently sent a report to Carol this week and don't have that printed out in front of me to tell you what numbers we did this year, but I do have last year. And one of the other things I'd like to point out is we just had our audit for 2022, and our auditor reported to our board that 94 cents of every dollar goes to the direct services. Only 6% goes to administrative costs. So we keep those costs down, which they tell me that is a great number. We also do other fundraisers. As a matter of fact, after I get off this call, we have a fundraiser starting tomorrow through Saturday. And so I've got to go set some things up tonight for that. But we also do fundraisers throughout the year to help supplement the program as well. I know my 5 minutes is probably not up, but if anybody has questions, I'm ready to take them.
Okay, we can just roll right into questions. Go ahead.
What kind of food do y'all buy? What kind of meals do y'all make?
So we get our meals from Trio Food Service. We use the same first food service that the Meals on Wheels of Central Texas and Austin uses. So there's two options. They can have a hot meal or they can take frozen meals. Many of our clients during COVID enjoyed getting the frozen meals because then they didn't have to eat them right at lunchtime. If the hot meals are delivered to them, they have to eat them usually right away. The frozen meals, they could pick and choose when they wanted to eat them, and they can use the microwave to warm those up. So we do get all of our food from Trio. We also provide shelf-stable meals during holidays that we have, or days that Trio Food Service is closed for training. We provide shelf-stable meals that includes fruit cups and canned meats and crackers and things like that.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question as well. This is my
Yes.
first year on the board, so forgive me for my lack of knowledge here, but I just noticed that you didn't request funding for 2022, and I just wanted to ask what the reason was for that.
We did not receive an application. We were not notified that the applications were out. I think there was more than just our agency. There was 5 or 6 of us that missed the chance to apply. So we didn't apply that year. We do now double check with Carol. I stay in contact with Carol throughout the year now. And I also check y'all's website now, the city's website, but we did miss the opportunity in 2022.
Understood. Thank you for the info.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Courtney, and great presentation. I did have a couple questions. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So first I wanted to go over, how are you guys conducting these surveys with the geriatric community?
Most of the surveys are paper surveys because they don't have phones. Yeah. So we give them a paper survey, and not everybody completes it. But some do. So we were fortunate. We got quite a few back this year. So.
Okay, perfect. And then I wanted to know, how many dietitians do you have on your staff and that solely focus on the San Marcos community?
So the food service that we use out of Austin, Trio Food Services, they have dietitians on staff, and we meet with them quarterly to do menu planning. So they provide, they have the dietitians. We're not paying for the dietitian, they pay for that. And we meet with a dietitian quarterly on the meal plans. And we can report to them if clients don't like a particular food, because I think one time they served edamame and a lot of our clients didn't know what edamame was and didn't know. And so we could tell them, okay, they don't like this. Please don't serve this again.
Very nice. Okay, yes. So they're responsive. That's awesome.
Yes.
My last question is, of the food you're distributing through this third party, how much of that is soup?
How much is what?
I know that. How much of that is soup?
Soup. Oh, we don't do a lot of soups. It's usually a protein, beans, and a veggie.
Awesome.
And then they'll get a fresh fruit or fruit cups, something like that to go with it. And they get milk as well.
I love that. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
that was a great presentation.
Thank you.
I just had one question. It looks like you've requested the same amount of funding
Yes.
for a while. Is
Mhm.
inflation affecting you guys at all this year or anything like that?
Is what? I'm sorry.
Is inflation affecting you guys at all?
It is affecting us, but I try not to ask for more than what we need. We can always take more, but I try to keep it the same. So not over ask. You know, I don't want to price us out of the market. But yes, with the volunteers, you know, they're using their own vehicles to deliver the meal. So that's nice. But our meal costs have gone up a little bit this past year because of food costs, but not substantially for us, because we serve because we do serve 6 counties. We are able to order those meals in bulk, so we get a better price for the meal as we order more meals. I think the inflation is affecting our clients more than it's affecting us. So.
Perfect. Thank you. Any other questions, anybody? Okay, I think we should be good. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank
and-
you. I appreciate it, and thank you for having me again. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next up is Southside, and they have a sort of combined application for specific assistance, shelter, and case management. So, and y'all can, and then our presenter, I'm sorry, I'm not good with faces, but I think you must be.
It's Deborah. It's Deborah.
Okay, see, we've seen each other before, and I'm like terrible with that faces.
Yes, let me
But
see
this-
if I can get my PowerPoint.
Okay, and this is Deborah Villapando. She's the-
Villapando. Yes, I am the Director of Operations. See if I can get this up. Okay, can you see it now? Here we
Yes.
go. Okay, great. Okay, yes, I am Deborah. I am the Director of Operations for Southside Community Center. And just a little bit of history of Southside. Since 1927, Southside has provided community services to the citizens of San Marcos and the surrounding areas. Southside Community Center is an agency of social concern committed to the development of the neighborhoods of San Marcos and Hays County. We are also a national mission institution related to the United Women in Faith. A couple of the services that we provide are a daily meal, and that is, we provide breakfast. That's a grab and go from 8 to 9, and that's mainly consisted of cereal, biscuits, fruit, anything that's given to us from the food bank. And then if there's no fruit or something is lacking, then we use our funds to provide that. We also provide laundry services, and that's there at our facility. We now have a mobile unit, and that has 3 showers and 2 washer and dryers. But we also have another location for laundry services there on property. We also provide shower services, and that is from 3 to 4:30 now. It has changed from 3 to 4 because of the increase that we've received. And so we needed to extend the amount that's allowed for the showering. We also provide clothing vouchers, and that's from 8 to 5. Our transitional shelter is located on property. We also provide direct assistance, which is rental utility specific assistance. And we also are in emergency during extreme weather conditions. We'll open for a cooling shelter or a warming shelter. We also provide affordable senior housing, and that's Sunrise Village. It's 100 units of affordable. But I'm back. Let me see if I can go back. How do we get back? Here we go. And then now that we just started in June is case management. So for emergency assistance, Southside receives funding to help people in need who reside in Hayes County with either their rent or utilities. It's $50 towards utilities or $100 towards rental. It's one or the other, not both. And they can apply once every 6 months. So as you can see, as of right now, we're at $10,663.06. We certainly could use a whole lot more. This is just what, we allow. We try to use different organizations as well. We pair up with First Presbyterian Church. They use our case manager as well. So if there is something that, if we have a client that comes in and they need more than $100 towards rental or more than $50 towards the utilities, then we will reach out to First Presbyterian, just letting them know. They'll give the okay, and then we will provide the funds, and then we will help with that. Our transitional shelter, our shelter's located directly behind our office. There are 6 rooms with 2 beds in each room. We do have 2 rooms that are designated specifically for families because they have their own shower, restroom, everything's located already in the room. To whereas the other rooms that are there are 2 showers located at the very back of the shelter. There's, of course, the living room. There's an area for a kitchen. There's a computer desk as well, which has internet access. We do serve meals every night, and that, like I said, is from 4 to 5. We do allow the clients to do the laundry, take the showers, offer lockers, and that is, we have some specifically inside as well as outside. The ones inside are used mainly for ones that utilize our services on a daily basis. And as the ones on the outside, they're mainly ones that come and go. So that way they can access their personal belongings at any time, whereas the ones inside are specifically from 8 to 5.
And I'll just interrupt, we're at 5 minutes, but don't worry, we kind of, stretch it, so you just keep going and then we'll.
Okay, I'll make it real quick. I think there's like 3 more. On the emergency shelter this year, we were open for 79 days total for the cooling shelter. On an average, we saw about 30 neighbors a day. We are getting ready for our winter sheltering, and that will be for overnight. And we do open when it's 35 degrees for more than 3 consecutive hours. And then, of course, we do community engagement. Our team at Southside tries to engage with not only our neighbors in need, but also our community. We have participated in community baby showers, back to school events, World Homeless Day, and so much more. Our greatest joy is not only to interact with those that attend our events, but also to help as many members of our community as possible. There we go. So any questions?
Okay, we're gonna take it back to where we can see everybody.
Oh, okay. Let me go.
Okay.
I'll do it somehow.
So I'm gonna put this on hold for a second. We need Courtney to come back in order for us to have a quorum for the meeting.
Okay.
Once our internet drops, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just hang out for a minute because I kind of,
Does she need to stop sharing her screen?
she can, I think this.
There we go.
There you go. That's good now. That's good.
Yeah, we seem to have lost Courtney.
Yeah, that's no good. How it goes.
We'll we'll go ahead and take a 5-minute recess until 6:35. And we'll come back and see if Courtney's back. Can we stop recording?
Yeah. Okay, sorry,
We've been having a meeting over here with meetings. Yeah, so we're back in session 6:36, and it does look like we don't have a quorum, so we're gonna have to push the last 3 presenters to next week or possibly the week after that. So we're trying to figure out the best way to do it for you guys.
So then kind of the question is, I'm gonna set the agenda for next week tomorrow. We have to post it tomorrow. So do y'all already know whether or not you would be able to come next week? So we have Deborah, would you be able to come on the 19th?
On the 19th?
To finish, and
I would have.
then if you need a little more time, I can check in with you tomorrow, of course.
Okay,
before
yeah,
I
let me
post
do
it.
that. Yeah, let me
Okay,
check.
I'll check with you, and then we have Prevent a Litter, Lauren Boyer and Kelly Keenan. If y'all are already, if you already know that you can be on next week, let us know. What do you think?
Yes, just give us a time and date. We can reschedule.
Okay, we'll put you on the 19th, and then I'm sorry, like, by the way.
No, that's okay.
We do not like it when this happens, but we are just short on board members. And then we have Bobcat Pride, and I've seen, I think Heather and Karen available. And I can always check in with y'all tomorrow as well.
Hi, so I cannot present for us on the 19th. Is the 26th an option? I'm touching base with Karen as well to see if she can join me.
Okay, and we may need to do the 26th because we're kind of piling up presenters for next week, so we may push some to the 26th and y'all could go then. So I'll be in touch.
Okay.
So
I'll contact you tomorrow, but I do think so I don't know what y'all think, but we could schedule a meeting for the 26th and we could have like several presenters
20th.
sort of moved on to that. Okay, so we'll just kind of redo tomorrow and see what we end up with. So I'll be in
Okay.
contact with everybody tomorrow just to confirm.
Okay, sounds good.
And we do apologize for the inconvenience.
okay.
So,
And being that we don't have a quorum, we do not have to vote on adjourning because we're not supposed to have a meeting anymore, so.
Yeah, so it just.
So it is, any questions, Clayton?
so, for Southside, will they do their questions and answers next week?
Yeah, it sounds like Deborah needs to check her schedule, so I'll check with her tomorrow. So it'll either be next week or then if not, we'll try to get y'all on the 26th as well, just so you can finish up. Yeah,
Clayton, any questions?
No, just so sorry, folks.
Yeah,
yeah.
well, thank you for showing up, folks. We'll try and reschedule for you. And the meeting is adjourned at 6:39 on October 12th.
Thank you.